and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Cyclones, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. The screen, he can go. Turning it on.
And this offense has got to pick their spots, right? Like, you got to use the sideline if you can, get the big plays and get the first downs. Be very smart here down the stretch of this game, maximizing yards, but maximizing time.
Right side, it's Hayes. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cyclones. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the return, it's Farmer. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, it's Chambers. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires one high and deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a missed opportunity by the offense here late in the game in the 4th quarter. I know that's a 50-50 ball, but I think that's one that the receiver really should have come up with. He drops it, and as a result, they miss an opportunity at an explosive play.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Snapped on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff again. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Rayner. Takes the easy completion. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they grab the lead here in overtime. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Chambers. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least a...
Touchdown, UCF! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Caught over the middle, it's Chambers. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Touchdown, Knights! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Out wide left, it's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. A run for the quarterback. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the...
Touchdown, Iowa State! They got this thing tied up in double overtime. Extra point here will give them the lead. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honoring the seniors on Senior Day. It's the UCF Knights and the Colorado Buffaloes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Here's Lewis to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
From the gun on third down, Lewis. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10 coming up. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Watson. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Needs it here on 4th down. Finds his target. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Knights are flying down the field. Tells the run, wants to pass. Throwing right. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Right side, it's Atkins. And that had all the makings of fog meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Running inside. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll give it to Watson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
To the air, it's Barnett. Under pressure. He's on the move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Rush right in his face. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie, and instead you knock it off the post.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Throwing, Lewis. On the move. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Just smothered on the play.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. On play action. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Out wide right, it's Atkins. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Lewis. Oh, pressure's coming. Unleashes one. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Right side, it's Young. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. Play fake, Lewis. Out wide left, it's Atkins. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Here's Lewis to throw. Extending the play. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Lewis on the play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Rolls right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Play action on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Draw play, it's Watson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. He's going to run it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
In the red area, it's Watson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Third and 3. To the air, it's Barnett. Look out! And he avoids the sack.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Danzy. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Lewis. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. on the move. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. Moves to his right. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Chambers. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Rush is on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Lets it fly. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That slices the lead to 2.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Lewis. Keeping his eyes downfield. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 12 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Commodores in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And his throw is incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He's brought down, good pickup on the play, but not quite to the 15-yard line. That's where he had to get for the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Trying the left side. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Uh-oh, look out. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bucs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Watson again. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Still looking to his right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Gonna run it. It's Young. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Play action with Lewis.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Release to the back. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
What a great job in coverage by the linebacker that time. Zone defense in 3rd and long. He's just watching the QB, and you see his athleticism, able to get to the football and then swat it away.
Trying to get started. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Barnett. They're all over him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
There he goes. He's got 67 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Left side is Wade. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. That's a fly. Touchdown, Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. From deep, it's Coleman Williams. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Play fake, Lewis. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Turning it on. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll pull it down and run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Lewis to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. The throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. Snags it, and he's open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. He's up to 73 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Out wide left, it's Watson. On the move, it's a 30. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, UCF! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He's changing the play. Throwing. Lewis. Right side, it's Atkins. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking for space. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Lewis. Complete to Williams over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Lewis from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Lewis to throw. On the move. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Young. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air again, Lewis. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throwing, Lewis. Left side is Young. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's Lewis again. Rolls right. On the run, fires downfield. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Deep in the end zone, it's Danzy. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Lewis, buying time to his right. He'll pull it down, and he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Out wide left, it's Young. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And
defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Changing the routes with his receiver. From the gun on third down, Lewis finds his man down the middle. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Lewis to throw. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the pass.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Lewis wants to pass. Left side is Young. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Lewis. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Colorado! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Drops back on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Rush right in his face. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It came down to the final quarter.